All right, so we had the question about drying your pots, and I'm gonna start with covering your pots because this potter belongs to a studio. They live across town. They can't come and check them all the time. And so the first thing you have to do when you leave is cover your pottery. So if you're gonna be gone for, like, let's say a week or so, you wanna cover it pretty tightly. If you're going to be gone just for a short while, maybe cover it looser if it's only gonna be half a week. So let me show you. I've got this plastic that I buy at Lowe's. It's just plastic drop cloth. I like to buy the 0.7 millimeter. It's my favorite thickness, but just buy like on the thin side. Don't go too thick because it's hard to wrap it under your pots. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, and one thing that I like to do, I know this is a little loud, but I sort of gather it up sort of like this so that I can drop it as I'm going across, because otherwise you're gonna end up pulling across the tops of your pots. So I'm gonna go ahead, and as I go across my pots, I'm just letting go of it little by little. One thing is, you're gonna notice you'll have wrinkles and things like that, and I always tell my students at the studio, you can have pretty pots or pretty plastic, you cannot have them both. So don't try and fix all the wrinkles, because that doesn't matter. It's not gonna mess up your pot. What is gonna mess up your pot is you pulling that plastic across the rim of your piece. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tuck these ends all the way into the feet. Tuck, tuck, tuck. And I know this is such basic knowledge, but some people have a really hard time not ruining their pots. And now here, I'm just gonna push it in. Don't be shy on pushing this in, okay? Unless you're coming back the next day. All right, so this will last probably a week and a half like this. Then they'll be leather hard, ready to, here in Texas is where they'll last for a week and a half. If you live in a really damp area, then obviously you're gonna need to cover them a little bit looser. And possibly if you're coming back the next day, some places have enough humidity where it's not gonna dry until the next day. All right, so if I was coming back in a few days, I would just cover it just a little bit. Like maybe I would just cover it like this. And that has some airflow in there, and that's gonna help it dry. We do have some videos on how to know if your pots are leather hard. Whenever you do go to uncover this though, don't pull your plastic, lift your plastic gently away, and now it's ready to dry the rest of the way. So we're gonna do another video on how to artificially dry this using heat, just in case your pots are not dry when you come to the studio. One thing that you're definitely gonna wanna do though is get these on their rim. If their rims are stiff enough and the base is not, I would dry them on their rim so that the base gets a chance to dry. Otherwise your rims get too dry and then they begin to crack.